Hi, guys.
You know what I was thinking? So, hey y'all. Real
Hey.
quick, what I was thinking was like it showed that we had two watchers before the intro came on, and I was sitting here thinking like, is that like our family members that I have like 2 or 3 devices open at one time?
Probably. It's probably Uncle Chris, some other people.
Uncle Chris got all the things set up at the house. Okay. Welcome. We back. We took a holiday break. Hey. Okay. We took a little holiday break, guys. We too need a break. But tonight is our ladies' night series. That's kind of where it's just full-time girl talk. We're really excited about it. We have special guests. We have hot topics. We have our normal segments. We're going to get all into bodily integrity. Ladies, how do you feel about what we do with our body and how it reflects to other people and just having that independence to do whatever we want to do with it? So we'll get into that later on. But first, we will start with our segments. I guess I'll go first, right? Oh, I guess I should introduce myself, right?
Okay,
I'm
let's do that.
your girl, Tasha Mack. And I am the older sister. I am a publicist and I am a fitpreneur, meaning I am a trainer. And I feel like I'm lagging, but oh well. Oh, okay, great. So that's who I am, but let's get right to you can introduce yourself. Go for it.
Okay, I am Danielle. Today I'm L. I'm L. I guess, because that's what it says there. And I am the little sister. I think I want to go with today that I'm a content creator. I feel like I'm in the creation space today. Last week, I was a Disney princess. I'm still a Disney princess. And I actually had a very Disney princessy weekend. It was
you tell us about
it? Right now?
Just a little.
Okay. So I had a weekend. I reconnected with an old friend. What?
I was about to spill my coffee all over myself.
Oh my gosh, it's not that hot. The tea is not that hot, y'all. Calm down. Calm down.
But maybe it is. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I reconnected with the old friends, and it was such a good weekend. We had so much fun. I think it's interesting to reconnect with people that know you from another time period of your life, and for them to get to know you at a new time period. And if they still think you're dope, then that's cool. If not, then they can keep it moving. But I had some really good food, and my stomach actually did not hurt as much as I thought it was probably going to, probably because it wasn't cheap food. I won't go into Wendy's or Cookout. I mean, I was eating, lobster and things. So
we have nothing against those things in case somebody wants to sponsor.
No, we don't. We don't have anything against those things, but it was a nice change of pace.
Understood.
So that that was an extremely long introduction, but
okay, Elle, thank you. So Mac moment. Our Mac moment for today is actually pretty juicy, to be very honest. I was not juicy, but very informative. So I am here to tell everybody a little bit about COVID and exercise. So the UVA researchers have found that regular exercise may reduce the risk of acute respiratory distress syndrome, a major cause of death in patients with COVID. So I find that apparently when people are sick, you do a lot of laying around, you kind of get bedridden, bed rest type of thing. But you should really try to get out and get some air, maybe do some walk. If you don't have a lot of symptoms and you do have COVID, it is recommended that you do so, because what happens is while you have COVID, acute respiratory distress kind of kicks in. So this decreases it by a lot. And usually the range of patients that are in the hospital, they develop that over time. So this is almost like a little, like a medicine, I guess you would say. So a single session of exercise increases production of the antioxidant that you need to fight COVID. Just one session.
So one session of Tasha Max Squad could help you fight COVID. Okay, Max Squad fighting COVID.
it really wasn't a plug, but if you are in my Mac squads, then you probably, if you catch COVID, you will be okay, hopefully. So as we all know, we can't live in isolation forever. So, regular exercise has more health benefits, and this is just an additional. So I just recommend that everybody stay active during this time because it is really important anyways. And it's super important right now with COVID increasing. So that's my Mac moment. And I'm going to post an article as well.
Okay, Mac moment, come through. Mac moment, COVID prevention. Love it. I love that for you.
Thank you.
If you haven't signed up for Tasha Mac Squads, I don't know what you're waiting for. Also, we now have, we as if it's me, but she has hoodies and shirts on sale right now. They're very, very dope. And going off. Yes, that's it. For the Still I Rise moment, I have two things really, really quick. First of all, today is the last day of Crohn's and colitis awareness. It is my Still I Rise moment because Crohn's and colitis it's an increasing number. It's going up for African Americans, and we need to be aware of what, both diseases are, what the symptoms look like, and what to look out for. If you aren't aware, we'll post some things tonight on our Facebook page. My second Still I Rise moment is the Greenwood Bank that is opening, which is a mobile banking experience specifically made for Latin and Latinx customers. So I've already signed up for it to be on the wait list. I'm like number 24,000 or something. I don't know how that works, but I signed up for it, did my due diligence. I did some research, and it looks like the founders are three men. Andrew Young. So if you're in Atlanta, you know that there's a street, I think, called Andrew Young. He's an activist. He's also a U.S. congressman and former Atlanta mayor. Activist and rapper Killer Mike is one of the founders as well. And the founder of Bounce TV, which his name is Ryan Glover. I've also seen some ambassadors in regards to this, and that's like Jesse Williams and Pinky, who owns Slutty Vegan. And so what's really cool about this bank is that when you sign up, it helps, it has a couple of initiatives. So it feeds 5 meals to a family. It gives to UNCF and NAACP through spare change roundups. And I believe it also, some of the funds also go to HBCUs. And they give $10,000 every month to a Black or Latinx business. So I think these are great initiatives and we should be a part of it. I will post more information on our Facebook page, possibly on our Instagram, depending on if it fits with the grid. But, and that's that. And so that's my Still I Rise moment. Lots of information. It looks like, okay, she's back. Okay, for a second. I didn't know what happened there. Okay. So actually have.
Okay. I don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah, I live with me, so.
Are we moving into hot topics?
Yeah, we're actually a little early, but that's okay.
Okay, do you want to talk about anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, I have a little surprise for
our hot topic girl.
Yes, for Marquita. So everyone just stay tuned. Tasha, if you could remove the banner.
Oh, which one?
All of them, please. Okay, we'll do better next time, guys. Thanks. Okay, now you got to bring her in. I don't know. Add to stream. Okay, there she is. Do you like it? I'm official, y'all. I'm official.
I'm part of the team. I'm
Yes,
official.
you are official. I created that like 5-10 minutes before the show.
Because you're dope like that. That's how
I was like,
that happens.
I have to hurry up and get this out because I need her
If I
to have
just disappear, y'all just keep going. If I disappear, just keep going. I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi, and
I
it's
know
really
you said you
bothering.
just got a new one.
Shout out to Spectrum for being whack. Go ahead.
Were you impressed, Tasha?
Oh, I was dying over here. I was extremely impressed. Congratulations, Marquita.
Well, thank you. You know, little sister does dope things with that little keyboard. You know, I sound like the elder of the family. Go on, get that little baby and tell her to come over here. I need some help. Tell her to get over here and do some little things with the keyboard. Don't you know how to work the keyboard? They say keyboard. They don't even say the computer. Don't you know how to do a little thing on the keyboard?
I was tapping on this keyboard.
Yes, Grandma, I'm on my way to figure out why you ain't getting your voicemails. But hey, y'all, welcome back. We back, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know, a lot of things have been happening since our little break, and I really don't have a lot of time to talk about them, so I'm gonna just squeeze in as many as I can. First and foremost, because I gotta start off like Tina Turner, go a little nice and easy. I'll end it on a lighter note. But first things first, RIP to a couple of celebrities. So Natalie Desselle Reed, I hope I'm saying that part of her name right, Desselle or Desselle. She's passed away at 53 with colon cancer. And if some of you don't know who she is, her main role that people may remember her for is Halle Berry's sidekick in Baps. She was in How to Be a Player. She was Bill Bellamy's little sister who kind of got him caught up with her friend. And then also I won't say most recently, but they still play it on TV, is Eve. So she was in Eve with the rapper Eve, whose name was Shelly during the show. But we won't get into that. That's none of my business. It was way back in the 2000s, and I can't fix that right now. So I'll just leave it at that. And then also, Shirley Williams, which is Wendy Williams' mother, has passed away. So those were just the two, my little nice and easy, but jumping on right in there, coming up December 12th. Ladies, I won't say ladies and gentlemen, I don't really know a whole bunch of gentlemen that's gonna be down for this, but December 12th, ladies, clear your throat, drink a little lemonade, get it right, because it's gonna be the Ashanti versus Keisha Cole, honey. And it's gonna be a whole bunch of bops and heartbreaks. So, fellas, be aware. We need wine and a fake microphone, and y'all can go on about y'all business. Y'all don't even have to be there. But I know
it's gonna be like Brandy and Monica. It's gonna be like Brandy and Monica.
I know the fellas is gonna be there. I be seeing y'all at the red light trying to act like y'all ain't down with Keisha Cole and Ashanti. I be seeing y'all try to act all cool, but y'all can't stand that way. So it may be some fellas out there that's like, I'm gonna be drinking wine and I'm gonna have my brush as a microphone too. So you do you, boo. Do you sing with your girl too? Just know we got the lead though. You gotta sing the chorus.
Background.
We got the lead.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, so there was Tiana Taylor, I guess after, many awards shows have now posted the nominations. Tiana Taylor is feeling a little discouraged and she wants to retire from music or take a break from music because she doesn't feel appreciated by her label, which is Def Jam, for putting her music out. And okay, Tiana, you feel like a lot of talented people out there. They're not getting recognized for their hard work. You just have to keep pushing. We're listening to you. We hear you, girl. We know your songs. We come to your concerts. We hear you. So, if you want to take a break because it's messing with your mental, you know what I'm saying? You want to be a stay-at-home mom, just say that. you know, because that's okay. You want to be at home with them babies and you don't want to be in the studio no more. That's fine. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Breastfeeding and being on a mic may not be the thing for you. And that is perfectly fine. That's what you have the option to do.
Can I comment?
Huh?
Can I provide feedback?
Go ahead.
I love Tiana Taylor, okay? But I don't think it's that serious. I think that her retiring because of that is a bit much. And I also think that
you know, she always
Cole's going to win the verses. Okay, let me just put that out there.
Oh, okay. We can see that happening. I said box and heartbreak, so somebody gonna fall into one of those lines.
Yeah, you don't agree? You think Ashanti's gonna win?
I'm an Ashanti fan, so yes, I'm going with Ashanti.
I am too.
Okay. I don't have a list of Keisha Cole songs that I could sing right now for you.
If you ain't been in a club and the thugs have not sung love at the end of the night,
that's it.
You ain't been to the right club. The thugs is singing love.
Marquita, all clubs I've been to has been with you and Tasha, so I don't know what you're saying. We going to the same place.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna pick a winner because you know. I feel as though I know, vocals and what I like to hear or whatnot. So, you know, the verses that matter to me has already happened, Brandy and Monica. And I'm going to just keep saying it again and again and again and again because I'm a fan. But, you know, like I said.
The comments say, someone in the comments said the culture wins. And that's true.
That is true. I don't really know if Ashanti and Keisha Cole really had any beefs or anything like that. I just think that they musically were on different pages kind of at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
So too. I don't even know why they matched them up.
But usually when you notice about verses is they try to put two people together that either their energy is different, their vocals are different. So if you think about it like Monica and Brandy, when they put them together, Monica was real chill and gangster, and Brandy, she just wanted to, I want to hug you and love you and kiss you and sing a song and harmonize it. And Monica was like, Ray J, what are we at? Because Brandy got to calm down with that. So I think that's what's happening with Ashanti. I feel like Ashanti songs are more, I don't want to say they're more kiddier than Keisha Cole, but Keisha Cole is more gritty and nice. Yeah, she's very more as compared to Ashanti to me. She's a little bit
more like this.
Yeah, she made She making right. She made songs, you know what I'm saying, for the hood. I think Ashanti, even though Ashanti hung out with some hood niggas, they really tried to make her like this very princessy, very cute poppy.
What'd you say, Ja Rule is hood?
Irv Gotti is murder.
Right. Ja Rule's voice is a thug all in himself. If you're not scared,
not him.
I mean, because he's a little guy, but you know, he's a little man with big plans. Because every time 50 Cent say something about him, he does not hold back. So somebody told Ja Rule he's a thug. You may not think Ja Rule is a thug.
Well, I mean, he was involved in that whole Fire Festival thing, and that was just, to me, that was just enough. Like, that just discredited his thugness.
I was getting ready to say, thugs don't know nothing about concerts. That's probably why he got bamboozled. They probably was like, we gonna get y'all. He probably heard music and plates and was like, yes, this is what I want to invest in. Because that's what a thug nigga would do. They would say, y'all serving hot plates and we can listen to music? Sign me up. I'll endorse it. You know you can find the thugs at a good fish fry. That's all Ja Rule thought it was. He thought it was a fish fry.
That's true. A 4-day fish fry.
Everybody just living their best life.
It was just so embarrassing. I've watched it more than once. It was just so embarrassing. So I just kind of feel like that wasn't thug-like. But I'm sorry. Continue with your hot topic.
Okay. So we talked about Ashanti. We talked about Tiana Taylor. Oh, good news. Jeremiah is out of the hospital after battling COVID. So that was fantastic. All his little celebrity friends have posted that they're so happy that he got out of the hospital with COVID. I am too. You know, Jeremiah surviving. People that are 104 are surviving. So, you know, it looks like we might not have to take that vaccine. Fingers crossed. I ain't taking it anyway, but that's none of y'all business.
A lot of stuff that's no one's business tonight.
It really is. Let's see. On a lighter note, Boosie has said that he is suing Mark Zuckerberg because they suspended that baby's account and he's lost out on a lot of money. So he thinks that it is discriminatory. But I'm just trying to figure out where is Boosie gonna go where he can tell people to put their pussy on live and still and not be blocked. Like, Boosie, where you gonna take that out? Tell me what venue you're gonna be able to say, put your pussy on live and I'm gonna give you $1,000. Where are you going with that? Who he can't allow you to say that.
No, he can't.
But you know what I'm saying? I will say I would rather have.
You know, suing is like a big thing now. You know, anybody can sue anybody. Look at for Donald Trump.
That's how he makes his money. That is technically his job.
He's suing people, and then they tell him that it's not working, and he keeps suing other people. Isn't that sad, y'all? It's really sad. He sued people, and then he tell people to recount the votes, and then Biden get more.
In Georgia, he just act like I know we do scam out here, but dang, we ain't scam the votes.
We can barely get
our
people to vote. Nobody has time to scam no votes.
Donald Trump is doing everything. They're gonna be pulling Donald Trump out by the pinky by the time they get done. He just gonna be holding on to all fingers. They're gonna be like, Donald, get your hands off the door. They just gonna be prying his hands because he's not gonna let go. And
can you imagine how embarrassing it is for his kids? I would be like, Dad, like,
right. Barron, like, look, I counted them, Dad, and you lost. At this point, Barron is fed up. Melania is like, Melania is probably like, I only got to 100, but you still lost. Everybody has said that this man is lost. Like, he's lost, y'all. Let that man go on about it.
He's like at press conferences still talking like he won. It's like really like delusional. They need to pull in a therapist or something. Maybe we can get Reese to talk.
They sick of him. Somebody then injected Rudy with COVID so he can go ahead and not even come to court. He got COVID. So Rudy is out. We tired of seeing him in court. He's tired of being in court. He can't even control his gas in court. Sir, you cannot win a case.
He's sick.
He is sick. That's what I'm saying.
No,
that's what
really. No, really.
He got
COVID.
Right. Right. Well, you know, he needs his. That's why I said somebody must have gave him COVID because they tired of him being in court. Like, he can't even control his gas. How are you going to win anybody's case? Y'all in court Putin, passing gas. The people is looking at you crazy because y'all need to go ahead and about y'all business. Y'all have made a staple in history. We notice y'all. We see y'all. He lost. Just y'all going on about y'all business. Do appearances. As a matter of fact, Boosie is offering $1,000 if you can put your pussy on live. So, I mean, there's other things that they could be doing. There's other things. And in Boosie's defense, I'm going to bring it back to Boosie. In Boosie's defense, they shouldn't have suspended his account if they're going to let these people up here with these plates on Facebook and Instagram. Y'all got these plates up here and Mark ain't blocked y'all. And I'd rather see people putting their pussy on live for Bootsy than these plates y'all be putting up here that y'all selling. So it just needs to be some type of order. I don't think he's gonna win his case, but I do feel like everybody's gonna take another look and was like, you know what? We've looked at these plates. We've seen y'all walls in y'all homes. We just gonna let him do whatever he want to do. He has a unlimited account to do whatever he wants to do. Let's see. I don't want to. Okay, so I guess I got to talk about this since this is news. So Floyd,
4 minutes.
I got 4 minutes. Okay, well this one is gonna be quick. Speaking of Georgia, so Meek Mill is in a little bit of hot water because hot water. You'll get this later, but he's in hot water because he gave I please, no disrespect. I don't know if they're considered water boys, but for the purpose of this, I'm gonna call them water boys. So they stand out on the side of the roads and they offer you waters and they try to sell them. So it's I don't know if it's 6, 7, 8, 1,000 little kids just running up.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So he gave them $20 and told them to split it. So everybody, I guess, is giving him a hard time because it's like, you know, you're a celebrity. You see them struggling. You see them hustling. Why would you give them?
You didn't have to give them anything.
He didn't have to give them anything, but everybody says that these kids are very aggressive.
They are.
And I have seen videos of them on top of people's cars. I
don't know what street that is. Okay.
It was like a high traffic area. And the kids is like on this lady's Jeep, like it's one on each side, it's one on top of the Jeep. And it's like by the time I give you the $20, you owe it back to me because now I need to get these scuffs out my car.
Now I have a question. Or do they do this to people that look like them, or are they doing it to?
They do it to anybody that look like they have money. So if you have money, they want your money.
Maybe that's why they ain't come for me like that. Because I'm just in my little Honda, like, hey,
but trying to get my slutty vegan. If you're a hustler, that $20 could have got you what 5 more cases of water for you to sell them. So if you're a hustler, you know what I'm saying. So,
but these are baby hustlers. They're not thinking about what they can do with that $20 to flip it and make more money. They like, what? We put
$3. You get a case of water for
baby hustlers. Baby hustlers should appreciate the $20 too. That goes a long way at the candy lady's house. Y'all better get away from that man's car before you really get hurt. Go on, take that little $20. Y'all, all they want to do is buy Takis anyway. These little kids, that $20 will get you a whole bunch of Takis. Little Arizona.
You know what Takis are?
No, but these are older kids. They're not they're not 7, y'all.
Well, they're not old enough to get a real job, so the hustle is real. But I'd rather them be pushing waters than drugs. So see them, support them. But I guess the narrative surrounding them is that they're ungrateful if you don't give them a lot of money.
Well, I think that real quick, I think that's just us trying to find some news. Go ahead. The man gave him $20. Not us,
right?
With it.
But I mean, they have like laws they're trying to pass here to stop them from being able to sell water.
Oh wow!
It's the new lemonade stand. Just stop being so. You don't have to be so aggressive. Don't scare your customers. You know,
it can be a little intimidating when you first see it. You're like, oh, wait a minute.
Right.
Once you start seeing them, you're like, okay, I don't have nothing for you.
Maybe they say my pleasure.
Maybe, you know, sometimes they give them the waters, they be dirty because they little dirty hands.
I mean, yes, it's hot here sometimes.
So he's like, you don't want the waters. He just gave them $20.
It's a pandemic.
It is. So they gotta hustle how they gotta get it. And speaking of hustling, so apparently, allegedly, this is allegedly. So this is my last thing because this goes counter to what we're talking about tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, Lil Baby, all the babies, Lil Baby, not a real Lil Baby, but Lil Baby the rapper, precious little thing. He done got caught up with a porn star. Apparently, she said she got drunk and she just started letting off. She didn't slept with him, he didn't paid her. And so, you know, he has a woman that he's with right now, Jada, and they have a child together. And so she didn't came out of the woodwork. And I guess the issue is supposedly he paid her like $16,000 to sleep with her and she still spilled the beans. So
hold that thought. That's something we're gonna have to take.
About it is he's right. People want to say celebrity names for clout because we are built on clout. Once you get popular, that's when all the. I mean, she made $16,000.
That was a business transaction.
It was a business transaction, but now she can get way more business transactions. Do you know how popular she's about to become? And when the followers start rolling in, here come Fashion Nova and Flat Tummy Tea. So she done made money off of porn, prostitution, and now endorsements because she didn't mention this man's name. And what I got to say about it is, if you want to be with a girl, get her a wig or something. Like, switch that up. Stop sleeping around with these girls because now these girls just want to say your name so they can get a whole lot of money. And these celebrity men is gonna be mean, girl. I gotta say it like this so they can hear me. You mean right there.
Oh my God. So
be careful because women, I mean, I'm not gonna say all women, but these type of women, if you had to pay a porn star, what did you expect? How long did you think that she was gonna keep your little secret? Because the secret is more than what you are gonna pay her.
Right. No, you're right. And that's kind of leading right into our bodily integrity topic. Marquita's going to stay on with us tonight. This is our Ladies Night series, and we are bringing in a whole nother podcast. We are merging podcasts. We have another Black Girl Magic podcast that's going to come on with us, and we're just going to chat about bodily integrity, how we feel about it as women, especially as African Americans. So I'm going to bring the ladies in from And Another Thing podcast, and they'll introduce themselves, and then we'll get to chatting for a little bit. That'll wrap us up for tonight. And make sure everybody tune in for our next one, because the next topic is COVID and dating next week. So everyone's super excited about that. So I had someone reach out and they're like, "It's COVID and dating tonight." I'm like, "No, calm down. It's not." So it's not tonight, but tonight's going to get interesting. I am bringing the ladies in now. I believe we're going to go with Delana first. Hey, girl.
Hey.
And we're going to go with
everyone.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
So introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are and everything about your podcast.
All right, cool. I'm Deandra, and I'm from Washington, D.C., currently residing in Maryland. And I won't go into the depths of who I am because I don't think anybody's really interested, but I work in sports. And our podcast, Delaney and I have been friends for a very long time. Well, not a very long time, but we used to work together probably about 8 years ago. And we kind of found our way back to each other during COVID, or probably prior to that, actually. But our podcast came about during the COVID times, as we were talking about different things that we wanted to just discuss. And, we had this idea of just talking to people that inspire us. And we actually were supposed to launch it in like September as kind of like pre-recorded episodes. But then we just decided to just go with it. So we're kind of, learning as we go and flying and learning how to fly the plane as we go. So it's been fun, a lot of learning lessons. Yeah, so thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
For sure. What's up, ladies? I am Delana. I'm so excited to be here. I am the other half of And Another Thing, the other half of the D&D duo. Marketing professional, currently working in tech. And yeah, I have just always had a love for public speaking and went to Deandra and was like, hey, let's do this. We have a story to tell. We've had phenomenal backgrounds. We have our own perspective. And so a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of funny, a little bit of personal. And, we kind of bring it all together, and, it's about life's questions. You're navigating through life and you're like, you know what? And another thing, I want to ask you about this. And so this is a space for us to ask those questions to each other and to people that also inspire us.
That is super awesome. Danielle, did you want to say anything? Or Elle?
Well, yeah, I want to know, when does the podcast air? I also kind of want to know, how did you guys become friends? But it seemed like you guys wanted to like brush over that. So if you don't want to talk about it,
Tell it.
It's not really a amazing story. We used to work together. And Delana left the company that we were working with back in, we started working together in 2012. And Delana, you correct me if I'm wrong. She left the company in 2016, I think.
Child.
I don't even know. All I know is she left. And then she worked at another job, and then she moved to the West Coast. So, and then she found herself working back in sports. We reconnected because we work for the same league. So we, became friends again. And then she left again. So yeah, I mean, I'm a terrible storyteller. So I should have let Delana tell the story. But as far as when our podcast airs, again, we're learning as we go. So we don't really have any type of consistency when our podcast drops. It's usually when we feel like it.
Our podcast is available every Wednesday on Apple.
Not every Wednesday.
And Google. Don't listen to her. It's available every week wherever you listen to your podcast. Ciao. And follow us on social at And Another Thing the Pod. This one.
We try to do Wednesdays. I'm just being honest.
You know what? I just want to say
I'm just being honest.
It's like me and my sister's dynamic. Like, he usually has the details. I usually just come with the graphics.
Y'all, I read things like emails. She'll be like, I'm like, did you see the email? She's like, oh, I mean, I saw it. I'm like, did you read it? She's like, I mean, not the whole thing. Well, then what was the purpose of it?
Same. I feel you. That's actually accurate. I'm like, what did the email say? And there's like this pause, and I know she's like, so I guess you didn't read the email. So I'll just read it to you. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I guess I could log in.
That's me. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna read it to you. She'll be like, okay, that sounds good. I'm like, okay, well, we both have
she'll be like, our client emailed us back. I'll be like, okay, great. She'll be like, I'll just read you what he said. Okay, girl, because I'm doing something else. I can't get to it.
Whole time. That's better than, so I'm in LA and Deandra's in DC. And it's much better now, but when we first started, I would wake up, I would like have texts at 4 or 5 in the morning because she would be shooting me ideas as like soon as she's waking up. And I'm like, sis, it's 5 a.m. in LA. I'm still sleeping. Can I get 2 more hours?
Well, we're in the same time
down to like 6 a.m. Now she's pretty good. She hits me between like 7 and 9, which are like normal business hours, but woo, get there, child.
It's been a rocky road. I'm sorry.
But we're excited to be here. Thank you for reaching out to us. And we love what you guys are doing. And to see all these beautiful brown skinned women on camera talking and sharing your voices and perspective, I am inspired. And this is part of the reason why we chose to do what we're doing, so that women who look like us, girls who look like us, could see themselves and hear stories. So kudos to you guys for having that same idea, same vision, and moving forward with it.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
I love that for all of us.
I do. So I brought you guys here. We've been we have someone, Tina. She's not on the show, but she helps us with all of our topics. So kudos to her. And she brought this to us, and we love the idea of discussing bodily integrity. And then when we were talking through DM, I was like, you know what, this is perfect. This is the beginning of our Ladies Night series, and Marquita's our hot topic girl. So we were like, let's just chat and see how we feel. So I think my sister's going to kind of take it from here.
Oh, really? Can you read the topic?
Oh my God.
I have the notes.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
Well, I have notes. I just didn't I don't have the topic written down word for word.
Well, yeah. I wasn't really ready for that.
You're not prepared either?
You're not used to not being prepared, right?
Is that what's going on?
I mean, I'm never going to say that's what's going on. So
I just pull up the Instagram.
Nope, I'm ready.
Who's older?
Guess.
How much? It's probably like 6 minutes. Something stupid. Tell me.
You would think so. You would think so. They look exactly alike.
Tell me.
Shout out to Wanda and Nathaniel for passing on them strong genes. Shout out.
Well, we are 6.5 years.
Oh, I said 6 minutes. Do I get some type of something for the
6? I was like, oh, she almost.
I know. Okay, I have the topic.
No, so do I.
Okay, split it.
Go ahead.
That's usually my job. I just have to. I don't read anything. I just support and then try to cool it down. That's really my job because I don't read nothing either. So she just be mad at both of us. So
I'm the only
I just try to get her to be more mad at me than her sister. So that's my job.
Okay, so the topic,
you can have it.
okay, the topic is women using their body to gain achievements via social media and more. So I guess the and more would be OnlyFans, Twitter, I guess.
It's a large platform. Many platforms can go into
Right.
Right.
So let's just go in a little circle here, just to get the first perspectives of the topic. What are your thoughts? Let's start with you, Marquita. But Marquita, keep it short, okay? We got a lot of people on there.
So have you seen me go like this?
That means
y'all need a blinker. Y'all need a blinker. Fine.
Perfect. They're perfect.
So I just feel like it's unfortunately, but fortunately, the way of the world at this point. Nakedness is next to financial stability.
I thought you were going to say godliness. I didn't know what you were about to say there.
I don't really know what God was wearing back in the day, but I hope God ain't had no OnlyFans.
Better than oh my God.
You know, that would be kind of awkward, you know, Mary on OnlyFans. But no, I'm not. Okay. Anywho, but I just, you know what? I think the way of the world is like we don't have any more meemaws and pawpaws no more. So I just think that's why everyone just feels like that is a way to make money, that because that's how you make the most money, doing absolutely nothing. You post a picture, you get endorsements from everywhere. People are paying you to wear their clothes, to drink their tea, to, you know what I'm saying, to mention their name. You get paid for that, and you get paid more than a 9-to-5 job, and you can be a little less naked than stripping. So I just think that it kind of is what it is. I mean, I'm not happy about it. I have a daughter. I definitely would not want to see, you know, OnlyFans / Kaylin. We would definitely have a problem. Right. But
would you do it? But would you do it?
Now, you know, my mind is telling me yes, but my body is telling me no. So I have to be very, very careful. I have to be very, very careful with what I do now. You know, this is just a pretty face. But I can't do nothing. Now y'all got some lip gloss or something y'all want me to endorse, and I can make some money off of that. I can, you know what I'm saying? I'll put my lips on the line, but anything below the neck, I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't got nothing you want to see. So I'm a lady. So that's another thing.
I don't want to go next. So anybody want to go?
I mean, sure. So
thank you, baby. Thank you, girl.
Yeah, you know, from my vantage point, I think it's a little bit deeper than that. I think we are the reflection of our parents and of our parents' generations and teaching. And so for coming up, if you had parents who were like baby boomers, who were old school, who were part of that Mima Papa generation, they were very strict. They were, you know, we weren't allowed to wear hoop earrings. We weren't allowed to wear like tight clothes or things that like really hugged rear ends for young girls that were, you know, maybe a little bit more shapely. They were very, very protective of that. And if you grew up in the church was like very protective. You don't talk about sex. You don't think about sex. When you get married, you have sex, but then there's no pleasure involved. Like I don't think we've had a healthy view of sexuality as a whole. And what's happened is what you're seeing is a result of that. And I think we've rebelled in a sense of like what our parents taught us. And it's like, I'm going to do whatever it is that I want to do. And I think it's also like self-exploration. And I won't say that it's our parents' fault, but I do think that not having that open dialogue about it has caused people to like maybe chase after it. I will anchor that to social and it being amplified. And there is a lot of attention for those that are showing skin, those that are built a certain way. And men are gratifying those women, which is causing more people to do it because they feel like they can get a man. They feel like they can get, someone who has money. They feel like they don't need to work. They feel like it's going to give them all the notoriety and things that are of value. And I think part of the onus is on us to shift that narrative so that, yes, you can still be sexy, but you can be successful in other ways. And you can embrace your sexuality without having to be over the top, without having to create an OnlyFans, without having to bust it wide open on Twitter and on Clubhouse, if you could do that, and on Instagram and Bigo and all the other platforms that are starting to come up. So, I would just challenge us to, like the women that are here, we're beautiful, we're attractive, we're shapely, to keep showing up the way that we show up to help shift the narrative, so that it's okay for you to be successful, be attractive, and not have to be overly sexualized to be successful, because I have no intent on creating an OnlyFans. It's funny because I actually posted on on my IG story yesterday, I'm going to create an OnlyFans, and guys are going to be upset. I'm charging them $20 to read the Bible to them.
It's true, but you know what's funny? My sister-in-law was saying, like, people are cooking on OnlyFans now. Like, they're doing all these different things. They're not just showing themselves. So hey, if that's the catch, then that's interesting. So I'm assuming the answer to your question that I'm about to ask you is no. Would you do anything? $16,000. Somebody said, I'm going to give you $16,000 to do something scandalous. Would you do it?
I have no need to do it.
Okay. Hello.
You got money. No, I'm just kidding.
Seriously, I have no need to do it. I wouldn't do it. Now, I was married and I was at home, and they wanted, throw some ones in the house.
Throw that thing in the circle.
And flip.
different story.
I have a different opinion on it. I don't have an issue with it. I'm not going to personally do it because that's just not my personality. But I mean, the sex economy has been around for ages and ages. It just manifests itself in different platforms. So, I mean, our parents and grandparents, I mean, maybe not yours, maybe not mine, somebody's parents and grandparents was going to the underground strip clubs back in the day. They were, seeing the little little peep show action. So, I mean, I have no problem with women feeling sexually liberated. It's money. The world is ruled by money. I'm not. Again, I wouldn't do it. I'm a little bit more conservative. And also, I don't have knees or thighs or a booty like most of these women out here doing it. So,
did you say knees? You don't have knees.
Like Mega Stallion knees. I can't drop nothing anywhere. So
that's why I feel like I'm gonna be in the hole before I get started. I gotta fix everything first. I'm gonna be in the hole. I'm gonna be in a negative before anything even happens.
Stop it. But I did want to say, I think like when we and not saying anybody's doing this, but I think when some people do like put shame associated with it, I think it gets into like I don't know. I have this whole concept about like just protecting women. Like that concept has been around like all summer. We've heard to protect Black women, And I think when we start to attach shame to a woman's sexual liberation, it objectifies them and it leaves them I can't even say the word. It leaves them open to attack. Then men start taking advantage of them because they see them as an object because they don't respect their sexual liberation like that. So I'm very careful with, my judgment towards what other people do. So what they eat don't make me. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you bring up a valid point. And when I think about healthy sexuality, I think that's a part of it. I think it's a part of being able to show up in any environment. And so whether that's you choosing to do an OnlyFans and that's your space, or me choosing to go to work and wear heels every day. And I don't want to be criticized for that if I'm working in an environment that maybe people don't traditionally wear heels. Okay, so what? And that doesn't mean that I should be criticized or overly critiqued. And those are some of the things that I have personally experienced of like being recommended to wear certain things or suggesting that I wear a blazer that is longer or But would you say that are you giving that recommendation to everybody, or are you only giving it to me because I'm built a certain way and you don't want me to be a distraction? And that's not cool. Like, I can't change my body type and I don't want to have to hide it.
I think from what everyone's saying, I believe that if we change the narrative a little bit, it would be healthier, especially like you were saying, like changing the narrative a little bit, and especially as women protecting each other, right? So just saying like, hey, look, if that's what you want to do, cool, you know, be safe doing it. I'm not going to do it personally. I don't think I would. I don't know. You know what, I'm like this. It just depends on the day and time and the case of the situation. You just don't know what's presented to you. You know, like I would never have thought like two years ago that I would be here with all these amazing women and this platform and my fitness business and all these other things that I'm doing. I would have never thought that. So I'm never going to say never. I'm not doing OnlyFans. I'm not interested, but I'm just saying you just know. Huh?
You could just have account for your feet. I mean, men will pay for anything. I'm telling you.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, I'm a supporter. Like, if Marquita was like, look, I'm about to do OnlyFans for just my face. Because you said that's all you doing is from here. So I would say, I'm going to be like, okay, girl, how can I help you? Do you need me to make you like some graphics or something? So I will help you make graphics. But I think we just need to do more of that. More, you know, just kind of supporting each other and finding ways to not judge, and finding ways to just kind of be there as a support, because believe it or not, it becomes a situation where you're just like, well, she think I'm a slut or I'm a hoe. You know, it's like a thought shame situation. And now we've created this wall of a barrier of I'm the classy chick, I'm the thought, where I think there's a little bit of classy in everybody and a little bit of thought in everybody. We can all be ratchet, I guess, if you want to stereotype it. Huh?
I said, now you're preaching.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's a big piece of it. But that's my 2 cents. Elle, what you got, girl? What you
got? Well, I think that everybody should do whatever they want. I'm for that.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy, whatever pays your bills, do that. Like Deandra said, I'm not really for judging people. I'm like, if that's what makes you happy, then that doesn't have anything to do with me. I personally think that some people say that my pictures on Instagram are like very thirst trappy, and that's really not what my intention is. And I think that just because you're single and you are okay with your curves, or you're trying to be okay with your curves, because I think oftentimes that's personally my perspective is I post certain pictures because I'm like trying to convince myself like, yes, girl, that's fine. Let's just go with it until you reach whatever other goal you have. And it's not like I'm trying to trap a man. I don't have a problem. Like, I'm not trying to do that. The DMs are going to come whether I have a turtleneck on or a V-neck. And so people, I think I have gotten messages like, oh, this is a thirst trap picture. And this is just on my Instagram. Like, no, this is just me in my shorts. And me and my sister come from a family where our mom allowed us to express ourselves in our fashion and whatever music that we wanted to listen to. I started cheering when I was 3. My sister started at a very young age. So we come from a mentality of like, I rarely have on clothes ever.
It's true.
And that's how we grew up. But it wasn't sexualized it was just, these are cheerleading shorts, and that's all I have. Like, I don't want to tell you, I'm still wearing shorts from when I was 9.
That's a blessing.
And I was a Demi Senior All-Star on her team, and I was 9, and I'm still wearing those shorts. And if a friend comes over, I'm not about to change my shorts. These are the shorts you're gonna get. It's either these or the purple ones.
Shout out for Danielle being able to wear her shorts from when she was 9 years old. I'm not care. Only thing I have from my 9-year-old is trauma. That's all I get.
I look chunky at 9. Okay.
First of all, I just need the Tasha Mack workout plan. If you still in them shorts from 9, forget Kanye workout plan. Tasha Mack, I'm signing up as soon as this is all.
Yes, I would
all
love to
over.
have them in the squad. That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I guess I get my perspective from, because I think that I guess it would be considered subjectified, like I'm trying to do something, and that's not necessarily the case. This is just really my personality. That's just how I really was raised, and you know, I have a faith-based background. I'm a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But like, I also believe in like expression. And so I think that sometimes if you don't understand something, then it can come off a certain way. So I found an article that said like this girl posted a picture of like her legs spread wide open, but she had her hand covered. And she was like, I'm sunbathing. But did you know that when you sunbathe, it's good to have your vulva like exposed? I think that's the right word. Because it brings energy.
Yeah.
The energy. And so she was like, okay. I was like, okay, energy. And it was like a whole thing. So if you don't understand the knowledge behind it, okay, that does look like, what was she doing over here? Why she doing that? But most of the time people aren't reading the caption.
Well, you don't read emails.
Yeah. I'm not sunbathing with my snatch.
I mean, bro, what if it's
maybe privately?
But I think I'm sorry.
What if it's not help your energy?
But where you gonna do that
privately?
at? Where are you gonna do that at?
Okay, I can send y'all the article. Are y'all gonna read it?
You can send us the article, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's other places where energy can come into.
Listen, y'all.
I will tell you that Delana, you will read it. I can't promise any of the other girls.
Yeah, the rest of us aren't reading it. But it seems like the two of y'all might need it.
You can send it to me, and out of support, I'll open it. But that's
what not opening is her legs for energy.
Right.
I don't see it on it.
And some
it was
some women may need that. Some women
I feel like this went for a wrong turn. This is a bad example. Okay.
Yeah, I
see what you're saying. Body integrity is based on the body. There are women out there who put themselves out. You can go out there and find women that are down for whatever. But when you find a woman, you just can't automatically say that she's down for whatever just because you've seen a couple of pictures and things of that nature. True. There could be, there are women out here who, they put themselves out there. I won't, name any names because I'm pretty sure we all can name 10 women off the top that we've seen that are like, I got to get this money. Come to my OnlyFans. I'm popping it for real niggas tonight. There are women that are like that, but then there are some girls that are just like, I just want to twerk with my homegirls after I done had a couple of shots of tequila. You can't put them girls in the same category.
Exactly. I'm the girl that wants to twerk, but no shots of tequila.
Right. I just want a couple of shots of Patron. I want to pop my little leg for a little bit. Go on about your business, sir. Because there are women out there that's like, real niggas, what's up? I'm over here. Watch me. Look at me. This body.
There's nothing wrong with them.
It's nothing, but that's what I'm saying. It's not. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that when you men and whoever like them, you have to figure out who that type of person is. That girl that's twerking with her homegirls, it may not want you that same attention as the girl that's really looking for that attention.
Here's the thing. And I guess kind of like what you guys were saying. I'm that curvy girl. Am I lagging?
No, you're not lagging. You're
sorry. I'm always worried about my internet. Okay, so I'm the curvy girl that has to think about wearing the extra long blazer, and no one's ever told me like what, but I'm always in a corporate setting. I'm always thinking like that thing back there. I know, they're gonna be, but the reality is like it is what it is. Like that's what we deal with. It's
Right.
It's like I want to say that
though.
it's not right, but it's what we
Right.
do.
And it's
So
your integrity. You're the same. You're who you are, whether you have on pants from New York and Company or you have on the pants that say Tootsie Roll in the back. You are you're Tasha Mack, and you are who you are. It's you have to get to know me to know how to take me.
no.
And so when it doesn't matter what my body looks like, you have to wait for my permission to let you know what this body gonna do. You got to wait. You got to wait for me, and that's why I said, hey, right, it's okay if you want to be that type of person. You have to put that out there who you are, and people have to respect it. That's another thing too about integrity. You have to respect what I'm putting out there. If I can respect you in your gray sweatpants, bruh, you gonna have to respect me in whatever I wear.
Thank God for gray sweatpants. I just want to say that. I'm gonna send something to y'all DM. Y'all, I'm gonna send it.
See, we ain't got no integrity for them gray sweatpants. I tell you that.
Wait, I have something.
Another direction. We bring up gray sweatpants.
But there's whole pots. You wear them gray sweatpants. I'm questioning where you going.
Right?
Go
change your clothes.
Yeah.
What's your only pants? Gray sweatpants. What is it?
Dale, what you about to say?
Gray sweatpants say you got to respect my mind. Okay, gray sweatpants. I will respect your mind. You got to go put on something else, but I'm gonna respect you. I'm gonna respect what you got going on, gray sweatpants. You wanna, you know what I'm saying? Get deep into it, do some Langston Hughes or something like that. I'm there with you. But you know what I'm saying? But if you in the community now and you slinging them gray sweatpants, then you let me know you let me know you got something else going on. You in the community.
Oh my God, I can't.
Them gray sweatpants.
Listen, Marquita, every guy with gray sweatpants does not belong to the streets, okay? We cannot automatically assume.
I'm saying gray sweatpants that's in them streets. That's how you gotta treat them gray sweatpants.
When I get married,
there are some great sweatpants.
You get married, your husband's not gonna have any gray sweatpants.
when I get married, my husband will not be allowed to wear gray sweatpants.
Oh my God.
He does not belong to the street.
So if he can't wear gray sweatpants, what if he tells you can't wear leggings?
Ooh. He gotta mind his business. I can do what I want. Wear gray sweatpants.
But that's what I'm saying. It depends on who gray sweatpants is. If gray sweatpants is for the community, then we have to. But if he wants to just put on gray sweatpants when he listens to jazz and drink Merlot, we gotta respect that. Don't gray sweatpants.
You said no.
That don't go together.
Right, you're not listening to jazz and drinking Merlot.
He's had a hard day. He lost that 2K. He just want to relax in his gray sweatpants.
Put on some black sweatpants.
Yeah, there's other colors, I'm sure.
Right.
I'm gray sweatpants. So if he buys them himself, he definitely belongs to the streets.
Or they could just be leisure wear.
No. I was gonna say, if you open up that closet and it ain't nothing but gray sweatpants and wife beaters, turn around. He's putting something out there. He's putting something else out there. Have you
ever seen shame the gray sweatpants? I'm sorry. That's hypocritical of me.
Ever seen the game in gray sweatpants? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've all seen the game in gray sweatpants. It's like
no, actually I haven't. So should I follow or do I Google? Is it like the game?
We'll try to find that for you.
I'll take care of it.
Okay. Sorry, game. We just kidding. Send it to me later.
I got you. Yep. It is life changing. But our time has come to an end, ladies. This has been so much fun.
It really has. I'm thinking maybe we could do it again.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this again, y'all. So if y'all think of a topic or something, just slide in our DMs or email us. If you email us, I'm the only one that's gonna read it.
She might put it Banks Danielle though, because she likes to do that. So I can seem
no, I'm not gonna give you the credit like I was you. No, I'm going to
do that sometime.
They are homies now. I'm gonna tell them like, hey, it's me, y'all.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for having us.
Make sure y'all slide in their DMs. I don't read them either.
Yes, you do.
My attention span is so small, y'all.
And we cannot wait to tune in, or we cannot wait to listen on Wednesdays or every other Wednesdays whenever she said.
Just follow them. You'll find out. Just follow them. It's gonna pop up notification.
Yes.
All you need to do.
See episodes each week. Just like, share, and subscribe on Google and Apple, Spotify, iHeart. We're on iHeart now, so just
and OnlyFans. We about to start that tonight.
It's gonna be an MSR OnlyFans. We're just gonna be reading verses out of the Bible in our most intimate, sexy voices.
Please, what Peter do? Tell us what Peter did.
Please invite me. I would love to read the Bible on OnlyFans.
As long as y'all not reading Matthew, I'ma listen because I'm a Matthewed out.
You over Matthew? What did Matthew do to you?
I was in Bible study with Matthew forever, and I didn't even finish that joint. It was too long.
The longest Bible study, y'all. Every time I call her, she was like,
me and Matthew was like this. I was like,
she in there calling him Matt. She just
right.
And Boogie said,
right.
MDZ, you over here giving them nicknames and stuff.
Yes, it got real bad. But if you cover any other ones, I'm there. Just not for Matthew.
Okay.
Well, you
keep Matthew out of it.
You're the most versed on Matthew, though. So
I'm not even interested in opening Matthew up. I thought about taking Matthew out of my Bible.
No, okay, yeah.
So where are you at now? Did you make it to Mark and Luke, or did you just said forget it and go back to Genesis?
I stopped right at Matthew. It was so overwhelming. And then I bought this Jack Wendell Bible study, you know, that they keep advertising on Instagram. I'm sure y'all have seen it. I have that.
If not, it all will come up now when we
come up now.
I have that. It's great to look at. Actually, I'm using it right here for my computer. And I have not opened it because I was so overwhelmed by Matthew.
So you're telling me you're using a devotional as a prop for your computer?
Today I am, because guess what?
You're standing on the word of God. Hallelujah.
Yes, girl, that's it. I'm always leaning on the word of God all the time.
Steadfast.
Oh, y'all are hilarious.
This was amazing. It's a great way to kick off the week. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for having us. We will have new episode available on And Another Thing this week, wherever you listen to your podcast. And please follow us on Instagram at Another Thing and Another Thing the Pod.
It's Another Thing the Pod.
And we're gonna have to have you all on in 2021. We got to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and we're probably gonna be worse. I'm gonna have you guys back, so just be prepared. Yeah, just
be ready.
Yeah,
thank you guys. This was amazing.
I'm here, Danielle. You have to say the final words and get all that stuff going.
I haven't come up with that yet. Okay. Thanks for joining us. I'm really trying to work on my outro.
Just usually say.
I know, but I was trying to come up with something original. Okay, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with us. But I'm not really feeling that no more. So we're just gonna click the button. Thanks for coming, guys.